welcome to part 2 of my 3-week postpartum update. So in the first video I talked a little bit about the experience of being a new mom, getting baby levels vaccinations and everything like that here in Panama City, Panama. But now I am going to talk a little bit about me and how my 13 weeks have been. It's been different. So there is this part of me that misses my pre-pregnancy self, misses my body, and feeling like I'm transitioning from it mom from it girl to it mom, and it's very interesting. Everybody talks about like loving the skin that you're in, and I am a stickler for accountability, so I get all of that. I appreciate the encouragement. I know that I have to be gentle with myself, but there is also a huge part of me that's like, hey, like, particularly when it comes to the physical self, I have to get on it, I have to stick to it, and I have to be the living evidence of what I talk about. I help other women during their journeys, pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, and post-pregnancy, and I have to be the living evidence of it. This is my opportunity to practice what I'm preaching, and I have to stick to that. So on days where it feels like it's overwhelming or it's a lot of stuff to do and I just didn't have time, for example, yesterday, like the whole day with the vaccines, the friend that was over, she ended up being with us like most of the whole day and all of that. It just was a lot going on, and I was so tired, ready to go to sleep. And about 9 o'clock, I was like, hey babe, maybe Lobo is sleeping. I'm gonna go downstairs to the gym. I would have preferred to go to Smart Fit, which is basically like the LA Fitness of Central America. Although I think it's a European company, but they're very prevalent in Central America. Would have loved to go there, but couldn't do it. So I went down to the gym. It's not the best gym, but they have a treadmill, so I got on there and I ran 2 miles. I only had a limited time window, so I wanted to do things that would be effective and get my heart rate up. I ran, which I am not a runner, y'all. I do not like running at all, like not at all. But I was super proud of myself for running all the way through the 2 miles. And then after I got through that, I lifted a few weights, did some upper body back, and then of course I had to at least hit that lower body in an exercise or 2. So that was cool. And just trying to stay consistent. I was talking to ChatGPT because I was like, why do I feel like I'm gaining weight? Like, I feel like I'm still gaining weight. And I was like, I know there is, like, logically, I know there is a level of weight that my body is going to try to hold on because I'm breastfeeding, right? But I didn't know all of the details on why. Like, how can I combat this? And being that I'm active, like, why do I still feel like I'm gaining? Because I'm not eating crazy, right? So just the FYI, right? Especially when you're breastfeeding, but also postpartum, there are a couple of reasons why you would still be gaining weight even when you're being active, okay? So of course, the first few things is you may be snacking more, especially if you're breastfeeding. Your body requires more food, okay? More nutrients, because the nutrients that you would normally get on a daily basis, it's being snatched from you to give it to your baby. So your body will naturally crave more. And you may not be aware of how much you're snacking or how much that you're eating in the day, right? So that's whatever. The second thing is you may not be moving as much. Of course, your body is still healing, going through your healing process, and you're going through this transformation of having a baby, right? And navigating that with your schedule, whereas before, if you didn't have kids, you're like, hey, I should go to the gym, you just get up and go. Whereas if you have a child, you have to either coordinate it with your partner, find time during the day, wait until you get off of work, find a babysitter, get your mom to watch all of these things that you have to navigate to get active, even for smaller things, right? And so, with that being said, that could be a reason you may not be moving as much as you were moving pre-pregnancy. And then another thing is, if you are breastfeeding, your body naturally produces a hormone called prolactin, which is essential in your breast production, not your breast production, but your breast protection. production too, because they definitely change. Like, I'm loving my babies, right? I'm loving them. But breast milk production, prolactin is definitely essential. So your body produces that and may hold on to more weight because of that hormone being in your body. And this is a big one: lack of sleep. New baby, new life, navigating things, having a newborn. Your sleep may be out of whack. You may not be getting as much sleep as you were getting. Even if you feel okay, your body starts to produce a hormone called cortisol, which can also make you hold on to more weight. So if you are working out, you are being active, and you're noticing that you are gaining weight, or you are not losing as much weight as you would like to lose, it may be attributed to a few of these things. So how do you combat it, right? So being stricter with the type of foods that you're eating, making sure that you're eating whole foods, real foods, not a bunch of processed foods and things like that. No fried foods, things like that. Make sure that you are eating for your baby, right? Everything that you put in your body is in turn going in your baby. Your baby needs nutrients, vitamins, fats even, okay? I know we're like, well, let me get rid of the fats. Your baby does need fats, but trying to find healthier options. So instead of fat from a piece of pork, right, you can do some healthier fats like avocado, eating nuts, things like that. And then also getting your rest. Of course, this is the most annoying thing when people are like, get your rest. And I'm like, don't you think if I can get some rest, I would be getting some rest? Like, do you really think I'm over here choosing to be like, oh, I think I just want to stay up all night? Oh, I think I want to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning. Like, no, that's not the case. Like, if I'm up, it's because I'm with the baby, and if I'm up and the baby's sleeping, and normally I'm working or taking care of something with one of my clients, or just spending some time with my spouse, and it can be annoying to hear people say that, but navigating through and being honest with yourself on when you can get your rest. If you're noticing yourself falling asleep while you're at the computer, like I was, it's like, okay, I know you want to work, Kiki, but you're not being effective right now, so let's go take a nap. Even if it's just 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, take a nap, reboot, come back to it. So eating healthy, taking a nap, and then remember that you are in a process of feeding your little one. So while it can be frustrating, overwhelming, it's part of the process. And the fact that you get to nurture your baby, and that your baby is solely depending on you for life at this point, well, not for life, maybe when it was in the stomach, but to be fed is a blessing in itself. So just stay active as much as possible. Even if you can't get to the gym or something like that, get some online programs that you can do in your living room. The Feminine and Fit Moms program is here and available. I will drop that link in the bio for some postpartum exercises that you can do that will be helpful for you to get to your desired outcome of getting your postpartum body, your bounce back, without being too strenuous on your body. Because remember, if you do too much, you hurt yourself. For one, your healing is going to take longer, right? Your healing is going to take longer, and your body is going to now be spending all of this energy, but it can be using to feed your baby or help your body in another area, maybe cleanse your digestive system or heal something else in your body. Now it's taking that energy to recover what you've hurt. So if you need help, I'm definitely available for you with the Feminine Fit Moms program, your exercises, stretches, meals, and meal ideas, because we all love to eat, right? I would consider myself a foodie, and sometimes eating healthy can feel boring or like you're missing out. Not for me, honey. Not for me. I eat. I find the things that are good to me, and I make healthier versions of it and try to stay on it. So that's where I am with that. I am still up, let's see, about 14 pounds heavier than my pre-baby weight, but I'm loving it. So I want to get my stomach down some more, but it's not bad, right? not bad for a postpartum 13-week out body. I'm loving my hips and my booty, raise the roof. But I'm just hoping that I can find a way to shrink that waist a little more and keep my cheeks because I like it. I like them. But yes.